Hey guys, it's Master Alchemist here. Charlie Xerxes, used to go by AK, Gutsy, whatever. I haven't been on here a minute, but I wanted to share something today. I ran into a little chosen one today. I ran into a young chosen one on the bus today. And I thought they were chosen because when they got on the bus, it was this kid. And he's probably between the ages of maybe like 9 and 12, somewhere like in that range. I don't know exactly how old he was, but he hopped on the bus and he seemed a little unsure. He was like having trouble like standing. He wasn't sure if he was gonna like sit down. He was like moving different places. And, I was just kind of like keeping an eye, looking at him from like afar or whatever. He was way at the like front of the bus or whatever. Well, the driver gets on like the intercom and basically just starts saying all this crap basically crap about how like you shouldn't touch the side of the bus for your safety. And he didn't even say bus. He used like some terminology, not caboose, I forget what term. It was just weird the way that he was saying it, but his voice was so antagonistic. You know how those people, they're like, this is for your safety, I'm here telling you this for your own good. It was like that type of vibe. And this was not a racist thing, because both of these people, all of these people involved were, white like me. So that wasn't like the layer to it, but it was just like the most antagonistic fucking driver who was clearly trying to antagonize this boy and like bully him over the speaker. And the driver, since I had gotten on the bus, was just this smirky, like, I'm gonna make people's fucking day, like, so fucking shitty energy, right? And so eventually the kid starts getting really uncomfortable, and even like the guy's like saying just so much extra bullshit he didn't fucking need to, about how like what you shouldn't be doing on the bus, because no one was fucking doing drugs. Or, I mean, I've been on buses where people have had like weapons and shit like out, like shooting up in the back. I mean, I've seen a ton of stuff, especially in my neighborhood, okay? And this was nowhere in that level. Everybody's sitting in their chair, people are minding their own business, whatever. Well, this kid gets uncomfortable and he sits right behind me. And he's kind of up above me or whatever. And he sits up there. And after a few minutes, I turned around. I was like, hey, is this your first time riding the bus? And he was like, no, no. And he kind of looked nervous. And I was like, it's okay. I was just asking, and he was just like, why do you ask? And I said, well, you look like you were like unsure of something. Like, are you okay? And he said, yeah, I'm not sure I'm on the right bus. I'm not sure if it's going to this area that I'm trying to go to. And I was like, yeah, you're totally on the right bus. We should get there in about 10-15 minutes, right? This kid like totally calmed down. This kid gets up again to get off of his stop. He gets off before me. And this driver again gets on and is like, you need to hang on. Da, da. And the kid's just, you can see him trying to regulate, trying to like own him, do him in this world where there's people placed like this guy who's literally meant to be antagonistic towards him, for him to be able to grow into his purpose, and for him to break out of these boxes and to literally bring light in places where they've been so rigid and so effed up. And so I sent him some good energy. I didn't say a word more to him. He went on his business. Cute little kid, with his little glasses. He was a little overweight. I was just like, this is a chosen one. And this chosen one is going to be breaking some barriers in his community. And he's not meant to be out here doing anything other than him. He's not meant to do anything but follow his purpose and what he's supposed to be doing. And it may look crazy to everybody else, but he's doing him. And I just felt this really strong sense that this kid is going to be breaking some barriers and not giving an F. And he's really smart. I could already just sense that on him. So, chosen ones are everywhere, but I want to tell you right now that the thing with chosen ones is we agreed in our contracts before this lifetime, before each of our lifetimes. We've all had many lifetimes across all different genders, across all different countries. We've been different races and all the type of things, okay? The majority of us have, if not all of us, okay? I know, because a lot of your ancestors come and visit me, and I'm like, hey, what's up? What's really funny is we agree to have this antagonistic stuff come at us with Source. We sit down with the universe and we're like, okay, yeah, I know that I need these certain things to be lined up against me, so that way it will grow me into that person that you want me to be and that I want to be with you. It's really cool. And then what's funny is that the enemy, we'll loosely say the enemy. I'm less using those terms now and more using terms like darkness, because that's really all it is. There's light in everything. There's not darkness in everything, but there's light in everything. The darkness will try and use everything against chosen ones, but God's like, this is all orchestrated. This is all orchestrated. All you've been tracked and followed and all the antagonistic bullcrap that you had to deal with, that was intentional. Because you needed to get to your purpose. You needed to figure out who the F you are. So, those of you who've been dealing with things, serious mental health issues, so many different things coming against you. You might be dealing with shitty landlords, shitty workplaces, friends turning on you, family members just backstabbing you, kids causing all sorts of issues, grown kids that are just, whatever the case may be. You just say, I'm going to stay in my peace and stay in my lane and know where I'm at. And even if I fall out of that and I get just distracted over here and I'm in untruth and I'm way out in left field, I'm always going to get pulled back in. And there's always going to be a lesson and a nugget in there that will help me be able to actually sit down and talk with people who've been through all that. So you dealt with addiction, you dealt with DV relationships, you dealt with things of that nature. You're going to be able to actually sit down with those people and go, yo, what's up? I know what that's like. I've been through it. You been homeless? Me too, man. 4 years, man, on the street sometimes, like outside sometimes. Your trials, they're just preparing you. I'm sure y'all know this by now, because I'm certainly not the only one putting out these messages like this, but I just thought it was really, really inspiring to see such a young man struggling today, and him still standing up and just being like, not paying attention and not engaging with this driver who was giving him some shit. So, that's all I got.